Hello everyone, welcome to Edwin. In last class we were discussing about the RAM and ROM of 8051. The 8051 microcontroller has 4 KB of internal ROM. This is actually used to store the program, and the internal RAM will be of 128 bytes. That's the RAM capacity of 8051 microcontroller. I request you to pause the video and go through the block diagram of the microcontroller and the microprocessor for a minute. Now let us study the difference between a microcontroller and a microprocessor. A microcontroller contains a CPU, memory, I/O, that is input and output, ports, all integrated into one chip. Whereas a microprocessor contains only a central processing unit that is seen as a CPU. Microcontroller is used in an embedded system. As discussed in the previous video, microcontroller is designed for its usage in a particular embedded system for a particular operation. But a microprocessor is used in personal computers. Microcontroller uses an internal controlling bus, but microprocessor will always use an external bus to interface to RAM and ROM and other peripherals. Usually microcontrollers are based on Harvard architecture, whereas microprocessors are based on von Neumann or Princeton architecture. We'll study what is Harvard architecture, what is Princeton architecture in next video. But for now, I'll explain what is Harvard architecture. In Harvard architecture, there will be a separate memory for program storage, stack, and variable RAM. If there is a separate memory for program storage, stack, and variable RAM, then that is Harvard architecture. So this really helps in providing instruction parallelism. That is, you can fetch next instruction while the current instruction is being executed. But in von Neumann or Princeton architecture, the program counter and stack pointer are accessible to the programmer along with the data. And this will provide greater flexibility for developing the software. As we studied in the previous video, microcontroller has RAM and ROM on chip and I/O devices and timer. Whereas the microprocessor will not have most of the circuits on chip. Microcontroller is concerned with rapid movement of data, whereas there will be rapid movement of data and code in case of microprocessor from external address to the chip. Microprocessors will have many operational codes for moving data from external memory to CPU. But microcontroller will have one or two operational codes. Microcontroller, as it already has most of the required internal circuitry, the most of the required circuits on chip, so it will require less hardware and PCB. Now that the microprocessor will not have so much of hardware on chip, so it will require more hardware. Microcontroller has many bit handling instructions, whereas microprocessor will have 1 or 2 bit handling instructions. So in case of microcontroller, more number of pins are multifunctional. So let me tell you what is multifunctional. The same pins can be used for more than one operation or more than one function, depending upon the control, that you can enable them using the data, which you will study later in further classes. For now, we can understand that the same pins can be used for more than one operation, and that is called as multifunctioning. Now let us revise what we studied once again. So when the data and code lie in different memory blocks, then the architecture is referred as Harvard architecture. If data and code lies in same memory block, then the architecture is referred as von Neumann architecture or Princeton architecture. In next video, we will learn about Harvard and von Neumann architecture in more detail.